Welcome back. For those of you who didn't see the first session, I'm Robin, the Sudoku Guy, featured on YouTube online, and this session is about how to solve Sudoku puzzles. And in our last session we learned about TMB, top, middle and bottom, and we also learned about these lines here, left, center, right, in order to find a step-by-step method to solve these puzzles. Now, what that word up there is it's short for ramifications. Whenever you're doing put a new number, then you look to see if that number will help you get another number. So that's what I mean by ramifications. Now, let's look at this one. I'm just going to show you what can really happen with ramifications. When I look at this board, I see that there's a 4 here and there's a 4 there. So we have a left, we have a center. Therefore, a 4 can go on the right and it goes down there. Now, once I've got that 4, now I look to see if that will give me another number. Yes, it does. Look, there was a TMB, top, middle, bottom. We can put a 4 down here using TMB, top, middle, bottom. Now let's look around to see if we can go somewhere else. Well, look at this one here. Here we have a 4, and 4 can't go there. It has to go there or there, but it can't go there because there's a 4 there. It has to go there. So we'll put a 4 in there. Now that we've got that 4, we've got, using LCR, we've got a center, we have a left. A 4 has to go on the right column. Therefore, with this 4 here, it can't go there. It has to go there. Now, this set of blocks has got 2 4s. So, and this middle block doesn't have a 4. So, guess what? We have a top, we have a middle. Here we go. We put it in the bottom. So we got another 4. Now, let's look to see if we can go any further. Well, look, see these 3 blocks here? We have 2 4s. This block here doesn't have a 4. We have a right and we have a center. In this block it has to be on the left. And it can't be there on the left. This here, that's left there. Okay? Can't be in this one. And it can't be in that one because of that 4. So it'll have to go there. Now, what have we just done? I think we've gone right around the whole puzzle doing ramifications on a 4. And that's very valuable. So the basic lesson here is that whenever you put a new number in using TMB and LCR that are covered in the previous sessions, you can get a lot more new numbers. And guess what? If you miss one, it's not the end of the world. Later on, you may find it. So now we're ready to go on to lesson 3. Now, lesson 3 covers another technique. You may find as you're solving the puzzle, you come across a row or a column or a block. This is the rows, columns, or blocks, where there's only 2 cells left. And if there's only 2 cells left, they will make up what we call a matching pair. Why don't you watch this? You'll see what I mean. So now what we do is that we look for rows, columns or blocks that have only got 1 or 2 cells left. Yeah, now we're doing 2 cells left. Let's see if is there a row or a column that has only got 2 cells or 1 cell left. Let's see. I think, I'm just looking here. Well, let's do something that's got 2 cells left. In this row here, see that row there? That's got 2 cells missing. Now, what 2 cells, the 2 numbers that are going to go in those cells are going to be a matching pair. So we're missing a 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there'll be a 7 there. And an 8. They are the two numbers left that will go in that row. And they are matching pairs. But now watch carefully, because one of the neat things about matching pairs is that if you get one of them, you've got the other one. Look at this 7, 8. We've got a 7 there. So that means you can get rid of that 7 and this becomes an 8, which means this 8 is cancelled on that row and this becomes a 7. And we've completed that row just because we knew how to complete two empty cells. Now I'm sure there's others. Look at this one here, by the way. Here's a column that's only got one cell left. Let's count it up, find out what's missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8 again. Okay, now let's look at the ramification of that. The ramification simply says there's a middle, a top, and over here it has to be on the bottom. Okay. But now we've got a block here that's only got one number left. It can't be a 7 because that's already in there. So let's count through and see what it is. It's a 1, 2, 3. It's a 4. A 4 has to go there. Now that means it cancels out this 4. So this becomes a 4. This is neat how these two little numbers, just two numbers, you don't have to pile of numbers, can really help you. And therefore this becomes a 3. A 3. And now we have, well, what have we got now? Do we have any row, column, or block that's only got 2 left? Well, this block has only got 1 left. And I think it's a 7. Let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's a 7. Now, what's the ramification of that? Here we have a middle. Here we have a bottom. Up here, it has to be on the top. And there's only one place it can go, so it goes there. And what's the ramification of that one? Here we have 2. We have a 7 here and a 7 here. Down in here, we don't have a 7, so it's a right, a center, and it has to be on the left here. Oops, sorry, I'm getting tired. Okay, 7. Okay, so that helped a lot. Are there any other blocks or rows that have only got 2 left? Yes, there are. Here's one. This one, and no, there's 3 in there, isn't there? We're looking for 2. Well, here's one here, here, and here. What's missing? We're missing a 1. And we're missing a something else. Can we work that out? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8. A 1 and an 8. Well, that's interesting. What do you notice? They're a matching pair again. So if you get 1, you've got the other number. There's an 8 just there. So you can't have an 8 there, so that becomes a 1. If that becomes a 1, this becomes an 8. Isn't that neat? Okay. Now this block has only got 1 left in it. And that column has only got 1 left in it. You can go 2 ways. You can either do the column or you can do the block. And I think it's an 8. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8. Okay. Now, this column here has only got 1 left in it. And let's see what that could be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's also an 8. And that makes sense because you can double check yourself. Here's an 8, middle, bottom, top. So it's right. Okay. Now we're down to only 1 number left in this row here. In this row at the bottom, there's only 1 number left, and I think it's a 1. And we can double check ourselves because, look, here's a top, there's a middle, and there's a bottom. This block has only got 1 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 7. And we can check that because here it's a center, a left, and a right. This has only got 1 cell left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8. Okay. Now we're down to the situation where we've only got 2 cells left in that row. It wasn't the case to begin with, was it? So this is now a 5 and a something. Let me see. It's a 1 and a 5, I think. a 1 and a 5 there, because that's the only two numbers that are left in that row. Now let's look down. Whoa, look at what I see. Here, look at this 1, 5. Go down and you've got a 1 there. So that means that this becomes a 5. It cancels out the 1. And if that's a 5, this is a 1. Now, what is the ramification of that 5? Well, it's very powerful. Let me show you. You can't have a 5 here now, can you? So that changes that 3, 5 to a 3, and this automatically becomes a 5. And then you see, with matching pairs, you always have the neat experience that if you get one of the numbers in the matching pair, you got the other one. Here, this block has only got 1 left in it, and it's a 1, 2, I think it's a 3. 3, 3, center, right, center, left, yeah, has to be a 3. And we've completed that row. Wow, we're getting close. We're coming to the end. Solving puzzles, you'll often have 2 ways to get there, or more. Okay, this 1 means that you can't have a 1 there, so that'll have to be a 1. And what's left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's an 8 again. Okay, and that fits. 8 is right. 8, middle, top, bottom. You always double check yourself. None, that's correct. Now this block has only got 1 left in it, and there's a little 5 that has to be a 5. There's the only 1 left. So that becomes a 5. And voila, we have completed our puzzle. Way to go, everybody. I just want to finish off, folks, with a couple of hints about doing Sudokus. Yes, you can make mistakes. I just made one on this one. Don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. You can got several choices. You can say, oh, well, better luck next time, and go to in the book or something and go and do another one. Some people go to the trouble to rub out all the numbers and start again. If you want to do that, fine. Some people say, oh, well, I'll take a break. So you've got different options. But it does happen, because so often when you've come to a dead end, as it were, and you've suddenly got 2 numbers in a line or a column or a block, you don't know when it happened, and you can't correct it. It's hard to correct it. So just start another one. Don't worry about it. It happens to us all, including me. Then here's another hint. If you mess up, it's not the end of the world, as I said. But if you get stuck, and this happens to me a lot when it comes to really difficult puzzles, take a break. Go and have a cup of tea. Go to the washroom. Go to the toilet. Just do something different. Come back 10 minutes later, and suddenly you'll see something you didn't see before. That's happened to me many times. Come back next day and continue with it. Suddenly you see something that you didn't see yesterday. So that's it for this lesson. Bye for now. That was fun, wasn't it? Well, isn't it amazing? If you know these little steps to make, you'll be able to solve puzzles. I've got a question here from Carol in Peachland, and she says, what age level is best suited for playing Sudoku? Well, all ages from 5 up, as long as you can count from 1 to 9. Now, if you'd like to see more of the videos that I've got, please go on to sudokuguy.com. Bye for now.